Over to the Australian, and let's change pace a little bit because as well as COVID, our lucky leaders have been able to get on a plane and go overseas and talk about things like nuclear subs, which is fun. Scott Morrison and Peter Dutton are working with the US and UK on options for nuclear submarines to operate in Australia 6 to 8 years earlier than expected after dumping that $90 billion deal with the French. Wow. Are you worried about what the price tag for fast tracking our subs could be, Caleb, or do you think this is a good move for us with the US and the UK?
Look, we're already spending billions upon billions upon billions on this anyway. Fast tracking it is probably not a bad thing because, you know, we're already talking about this sort of stuff happening decades away. So ramping it up and getting things going quicker is not a bad thing, particularly when you think about the fact that these subs are going to be built here in Australia, and they're particularly going to be built in my old hometown of Adelaide in South Australia, which will be a very welcome thing for Adelaide. You know, ever since we lost Holden, industry has been on the wane, and it will be a massive job booster for SA. So I think ramping it up, getting it going quicker, will be an all-round good thing. And we've got to take into account as well that the longer these projects go, the more they cost anyway. So I can't see that it would really cost us that much more.
Yeah, for sure. Also on the Oz, something that caught my eye, obviously it's all about AUKUS and things like that, and also Biden talking about reaching net zero. Peter Credlin's column tomorrow is going to be, I don't think we're going to be able to go past this tomorrow because I love the tagline here. How does the worst premier get the best ratings? Who do you think she's talking about?
Oh, I got no idea, Jenna. Not a clue in the world. Of course, it's our man Dan down here in the People's Socialist Republic of Victoria, and it's something that has confounded me for quite some time, and I'm not really any closer to working it out since I've got here because I haven't really had the opportunity to get out and about
to mingle
and engage Victorians that well. But which is probably what Dan wants, so I can't get a read on it. But it is a very strange phenomenon when you consider that Melbourne will have had 267 days of lockdown by the end of this lockdown, if we follow the dates he's given us, which will be the longest in the world, and yet people still give confidence to him. It's a very strange situation.
Yeah, well, definitely I hope that she includes my man Mark in that piece tomorrow because I'm fascinated to get an outsider's take on that win and how that happened over here because I'm dumbfounded because I think we've all got Stockholm syndrome. Moving on to the Financial Review, and Biden backs Indo-Pacific investment, which is good to see. Obviously, this is coming from Matthew Cranston, who's with the Prime Minister at this point in time in the US. Prime Minister Scott Morrison and US President Joe Biden have agreed to move in lockstep on issues of climate change and protecting democracy, and will lift their economic investment in the Indo-Pacific to counter China's growing influence, despite both dismissing concerns about the risk of conflict and a new Cold War.